It's showtime. Oh, what's beeping? Oh, that's beeping. Hello, hello. What's going on, people? What do we got here? We got G-Force. We got Crazy 8. Darth Rock. Oh, there we are. Now the numbers are showing up. Sleeping Collectibles. How's it going, sir? Hopefully, I hope you're feeling better. So I really hear that second shot is a real doozy. So we got Clone Command. Been working on my video with your stuff today, so hopefully in a few days that should be up, I hope. So Apprentice Ewok and Mr. Brian. Excellent. Good to hear. Excellent. All right, perfect. Okay, everybody. So we're a minute in. So we had, or I had, I should say we. So when I did that day stream on Friday, I had one guest pop on fairly late just because of work and everything, which was fine. So I definitely wanted to have him on again, like properly. So of course, you know me, kind of last minute ish. Was like, oh, let's put it together. Worst case, if nobody makes it out, we'll do it again. But you guys do quite well with popping out to visit. So we were having a bit of a good chat on Friday. So I think we'll just kind of jump back in with that. I don't know. We can. I don't even know if we got. I don't know. We can see whatever topics come up. I did actually get something, so I can show that off. And if anybody can see my nice, slightly, my new addition, thanks to Darth Muzza and Crazy 8. So I'm looking at more, but we'll see what happens. But they're so good. They're so good. But anyways, okay. Hey, Clink. So I'm gonna bring them out. So it's Treebeard's Toybox. Barry. It's Barry. So Barry's a collector as well. He's got I think he's got a really broad collection. So we'll have him talk a bit about it. And we'll just do our regular Sunday chat with me and you, and if anybody else is here. So let's give Barry a warm hello, and then I'll go back and say hello to everybody else that just made it in. So, boom, and there he is. Hello, Mr. Barry. How are you, my friend?
I'm doing wonderful. How are you doing?
Good. I mean, it sucks. The weekend's pretty well over. I look forward to every Sunday night, but at the same time, I'm like, oh, that means it's work tomorrow again, and got to go through the week all over. But but it's a good thing. It's a good thing. So
yeah, I always hate the end of the weekend. It's always hard, and Monday morning always rough, like getting back into the swing of it. But
absolutely,
by noon, I'm fine.
Well, my normal work schedule is usually starts around 2:30 in the afternoon, and I work till 11:30 at night. So I have to get up. It's usually the arrangement with my better half. I get up with the kids, and then when it was real life and everybody went to school, then I could just go back to bed for a while. If I could do whatever I wanted, I would basically. But now there's nobody in the schools, so I don't need to be at work till 11:30 at night, not doing anything. So now I'm there all day painting and other jobs that it just drives me crazy. But that's enough about me. But anyways, so okay, guys. So this is Barry. A lot of you guys know. I mean, Barry's been with us for a while. Definitely. First, I knew of Barry was through Uncle Mike's channel. So with some of Uncle Mike's beer drinking on his live streams or unboxings or whatever he did. So Barry was his booze junkie. So so that's kind of where I first heard of Barry. And then like everything, it's a big circle. So I started doing this, and I started recognizing Barry's name, and then of course looking at Barry's Instagram and getting really frustrated because Barry finds some good stuff very regularly. So, which for somebody who can't hunt right now, it's nice to see, but it's also like, oh man. But so I'm gonna let Barry chat. Put a few minutes in, chat about his channel. What his I don't know, top 3 or 4 of his collection, and we'll go from there. So the floor is yours, my good friend.
All right. The channel is new. It's only been around for, I think, a little over a month, and it is Treebeard's Toybox. And it really just was I kind of wanted to do it last year, and it was like a New Year's resolution where I was like, I really got to get around to it this year, and it's, I was just nervous about little things, about like, maybe not calling things the right name, or like, being with certain technicalities, like some people are so good at it, I'm like, you know what, I just need to get on here and talk about my toys. Like, I just want to talk about them, and I can't talk to anybody else about it. Everybody else I've talked to has been online. So a lot of people started doing live streams during the pandemic, and it just kind of opened this new world, I think, and it branched the community out even more. I feel like, at least I felt like a real boom in the last year. And it was like, why not? I can at least, people are going to have an opinion regardless. The unfortunate thing is I'm off Facebook now, so I can't promote the channel on Facebook. I decided to leave Facebook for better mental health, and it's been wonderful since I've been off of it. And but it's kind of weird to not be able to promote the channel that way. But there's other elements. I'm just trying to stay away from it. But it's good to feel like I wasn't really doing anything creative for a while, and I used to play music a lot. So this has allowed me to get back into being a bit more creative, even if it's just doing little editing with the videos, or just like a little bit more toy photography, and just trying to just do it, like it doesn't have to be perfect. I just got to do it. So that's how that started. And I finally, just the beginning of the year, I updated my iPhone. So I was getting better photos, and I had more. So I thought, okay, I'm going to try it. I do everything on my phone. I'm going to try it, And that's how that started. So.
Excellent. Yeah, that's basically almost the same as myself, especially with the phone. Because I still record except for the streams, which I use the home computer for. But yeah, everything else is done on the phone, except for my editing and stuff, because my eyes are getting so much worse. So that I almost need to walk around with a full-size iPad-sized iPhone, I think, just so I could be like, yeah, I can see those. So, but yeah, it was basically kind of the same thing. Didn't like this. I still hate the sound of my own voice. I do find after doing this for a while, I think I'm a lot more relaxed at it than before. So yeah, it's a neat feeling. It's a great community. It's great to see a lot of the same people in the chats or in comments or what have you, because then they get linked up to find out, oh, hey, so you live 20 minutes away from me. Oh, hey, I just found you're looking for, and it just, it opens a lot of doors. So collectible wise, what's your mainstay, your number one, and maybe a 2, 3?
The number one should be Star Wars, because that's the main theme or franchise that it really speaks to me. Like, that's always been number one since I was a kid. But I guess it really is. It's kind of just depends on what's coming out at the time and what I'm excited about it. So it kind of shifts. But in the long run, Mandalorian is kind of God right now, as far as of nerd stuff goes, in my opinion. But them being on a break kind of allows for other things to have a little room. let's see. I don't know. Yeah, let's see. I do some MCU figures, or I guess most MCU figures, really, and some comic figures, but it's mostly the movie figures. And God, what is the main? I guess GI Joe would be in the top three, the classified. I don't
Okay,
want
yeah.
to give him that credit, but I can't not give it to him. So we'll say number 1 Black Series, number 2 classified, and man, I don't want to give them all to Hasbro, so I'm going to throw NECA in there because they just do so much, and I've gotten so much, and I want to. It's almost a toss up between McFarlane and NECA, but right now I'll say NECA. Yeah, they're just, some of the stuff they put out is ridiculous.
Jesus. Yeah, I had the 4 turtles, like from the original, the first movie, and I found Donatello. He was the only one I had, I had heard people talking about him, especially because Uncle Mike and his turtle love for sure, which I don't know if we can speak about out loud, but yeah, his turtle love. But I just saw Donatello sitting there, and he was always my favorite Ninja Turtle. I didn't care for the voice actor. I didn't care it was one of the Coreys, but whatever. He was just my favorite. And so I got the one, and of course opened it up and just started kind of looking, and just the feel of it. And I was like, wow, this is really, I'm going to have to look for the other 3 now. And then I got all of them, and it just came to a point when it was a space issue. I just had no place for them anymore. So somebody was looking for them, and that was before they got re-released a couple of times. And so I sent them off to somebody who was was really looking, because I wasn't going to go any deeper with the turtle line besides those 4. But seeing some of the other stuff out there, we don't have. I mean, Toys R Us kind of sort of has a little bit of a neck, but not like you see at Target or any of that stuff that you just see that big dedicated showcase. Basically, we don't have. So every time I see anybody, any of you guys that are stateside, that sleepings videos, and I'm just like, oh, look at that. Like, why can't we have that up here? Like, just super frustrating. But yeah, I'm kind of glad I stayed away from.
Was Toys R Us always like that for you guys? Because when we had them open here, that's where I went for my NECA, because they had a huge. That's where I started. Why I started going to Toys R Us, because they had a NECA section, and then when those shut down, that's when it got moved to Target. But they had it fully stocked all the time. Hi today.
Ours, yeah. Oh, yeah, ours is not great. Like I said, I always say the 3 that are near me, the closest to, they get cherry picked so bad. So by the time you go, you're looking around going, like, why aren't you out of business? Because I'm seeing, Black Series figures from a Force Awakens. You need a Maz Kanata? When the closest one to me opens up again, I can hook you up for anybody who doesn't have their Maz fix yet. So it's seeing things like that, and they never put them on sale enough for any. Like, if they went cheap enough, I would buy an assortment and actually finally try to customize something, and I wouldn't feel bad if I botched it completely. But now it's just like you walk in and, primarily the Lego is not bad. Marvel Legends is very hit and miss, especially if there's like exclusive, or if the Build-A-Figure is just a rock solid unit. I'm never going to find that stuff. So it just, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it gets really, really bad. But David, good. I'm glad. I can't wait to see some pictures of your first hot toy. I'm glad you finally committed. So it's great to hear. Let's just go through real, see if there's anybody else. Clink's his thing is super frustrating. Again, if you guys do it all in capitals, and it's the TIE Fighter pilot's helmet, and you got to scroll way down for that.
Clink Star Wars. That's what I did, and it was I found it right away. Clink. And it should be right up there in the top few, and it's that TIE Fighter pilot. I was watching one of his. He was playing some video games yesterday. I stopped by to say hi.
Oh, nice. Yeah, it was a beaut of a day yesterday. We went. 3 out of 4 of us went, and we tried doing some geocaching. So, okay. So it was all right. So we buggered off, did like 6K walking through like the bush and stuff, because like literally there's a huge green space almost across the street from here. Like you walk about 10 minutes and whoop, in you go. And I got a little bit of rock rash from trying to find some of these things. But so yeah, we were out for a good few hours yesterday, and then of course, and today the weather completely flips. It gets like 9 degrees. It was 20 degrees yesterday, 9 today. So wow. Yeah. Ooh, Darth Muzza. I gotta shout out massively, sir.
Hey, Darth Muzza.
Here, I know you can barely see them, but on Friday on my stream, after you decided you stayed up till 4 o'clock in the morning watching, and then you and you crashed out. And I literally took a water break for like 2 minutes, ran upstairs, looked outside, and there was this big box, and your box with the Eagle Moss ships arrived. And wow, they are incredible. I'm looking at other ones now to make a bigger. You've hooked me. So there will be a video coming out. I've been taking some pictures of the ships and some close-ups and stuff as well. So that'll be coming at some point too. So that's a couple of videos, but incredible. Just thank you. So let's see. Clink's channel, nothing difficult to find. I would say if anybody wants to put the link in the chat, if they can find it, would be good. So changing something else didn't make a difference. Oh, sorry, Clink. Yeah, that's rough. Oh no, they are. Now I'm like, oh, I need an Enterprise B. I'm not giving it. Well, I mean, everybody saw it, but I need all the other Enterprises now. And I'm like, oh, and there's this subline from the magazine. And I was on Amazon yesterday, and I saw some cheaper ones. I was like, ooh, so now I'm going to need more shelves. So they're beaut. There is an XL sized Enterprise D, not very far from here. I might maybe pull the trigger on eventually just to try it. So, Apprentice Ewok, thank you, my friend. I super appreciate that. So, yeah, I need a Klingon battle cruiser. I think so. I'm looking. So I knew this would be something I'd fall so hard into a rabbit hole in now, and that's only what 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. I got 9, and yeah, I need more. So yes, thank you both. Like Crazy 8 as well for the Voyager ship that started it, and now for Darth Mother's for sending those other ones too. So, much appreciated. So, recent pickups, Barry. I saw your little thing, something about a Target exclusive Marvel Legend.
I've been real busy. I have done more videos this weekend than I've done. Like I usually try to do like one a week, and I think I did 3 this weekend. So
nice.
The quick turnaround that I've done, I think I ended up being one of the first, I think, 4 videos. I still don't have like a whole lot of views, but I don't have like a whole lot of subscribers yet. But it's the Katie figure or Shang-Chi, awesome. She comes with a weird little creature named Morris, I think. And
Okay. Yep.
he doesn't have a head. And the paint on his wings are really cool on the bottom. I'm going the wrong way there. There we go.
That is
I got Shang-Chi. Those are the only two they had. They didn't have, the one case was all Shang-Chi. So,
wow.
Yeah, and it was a real pain. Like I met my buddy Joe at like 7:30, and it was nice. We talked like a half an hour outside before they opened. And he had talked to a buddy of his that works there the night before and said they had them out, or they had them set aside ready to be put out the next morning because today's the release day for them. And I could have ordered at 6 a.m. for store pickup, but I didn't do that because I've done that before and they've canceled on me.
Right.
So like, we'll just go early and hang out. We made a plan. And sure enough, like Targets around here are awful. Like you always go and you find the awesome stuff on the shelves and then they got it register locked. And then you go on the release date, put stuff up and it's in the back room. And we had to have an awful interaction with a really rude manager. And then we circled around the store till we found someone else and then finally found someone else to like go back and they finally found them for us. So it's like, I hate being mean, but you know, I start off nice, but it's like sometimes you can't. You're not like, people are like, well, how do you get this figure? And like it's like a whole nother job, and I'm not even like, I can't go hunting all the time. Like this is just, you got to be persistent, and sometimes you have to bug them. Like I always joke, and I'm like, you got to go full Karen if you want the figure. And I'm 6'9", so I come across a little intimidating. But it's just, I mean, we go, it's like, look, put it on the floor. That's the release date. We came in, we waited a half hour before you open. It's, you know, it says you have them in stock on your website. I'm not using a crazy app like Pop Finder or anything like that. Those don't really work anymore. This is your website. It says it's in stock. It could be ready in 2 hours if I'd order it online. Like, you know, that's where we get our groceries and stuff. So it's like I'm giving Target money, like, and they make it difficult. It's very frustrating.
Yeah.
And those are G.I. Joes. What are they do when Major Blood comes creeping?
Yeah, I don't know. Jesus, man. Clone Command, excellent, good job. Like I don't know enough about the property. I will say the figures look really, really good. So I'm not gonna lie. So, but again, this is all stuff I'm not gonna see. I was telling Barry before we went live that I went and did the grocery shopping with my wife today. So I needed to get light bulbs. I'm like, I hope those are essential, a light bulb, you know, because they've locked off most of the store. You can't even get like clothing for guys. I'm like, isn't clothing essential? Kind of like,
Yeah.
you know, but whatever. So I went down. I'm like, I'm gonna circle by the toy section, and like I said, you know, first couple aisles didn't look any different. Everything kind of the Lego section was decimated, still just gappy, whatever. And then I went to the important aisle, and I'm like kind of like looking around, and I saw some new Masters of the Universe. I saw Ram Man and Clamp Champ or whatever. No Black Series, no Legends. Tons of the second wave of the Halo, the larger Halo figures. You know, the DC stuff. I didn't see anything that I hadn't already. But then I saw the Transformers, and I saw the sparkless Transformers and like the drones, and I was like, oh my god, I can't even just sneak my arm in there because they've actually got people sort of patrolling. I don't think they care, but the one guy walked by me. He's like, I know, right? And I'm like, oh, you don't. He's like, oh, I understand. And then we just kind of parted ways. So I was like, oh. So it was like looking in a window going, damn it, it's, you know, somebody bought that one I want, and I can't get any of that stuff right now. So, but let's see. We got some subs. We got subs happening. We got G-Force.
Thank you very much, guys.
We got Linda, Miss Linda. I didn't say hi, Linda. Sorry. Hey, Mr. Anderson, welcome. Dagoopa, welcome as well. I heard somebody. Oh, Clone Command got another Wolf, Commander Wolf. Excellent. Still a good figure. I really like it. Sleeping. Oh, Sleeping's latest hunt. Holy crap! That dude's got horseshoes in places I probably don't even want to know. But yeah, again, I get jealous, but I enjoy them so much because it's stuff I can't get out and do right now. So, Darth Rock streaming now, or okay, we'll make sure we'll send everybody over to say congratulations on 500 subscribers. We'll do a little side thing. I know Kato, he's gone live tonight too. So yeah, but again, Darth Rock, I'm glad you're still here. Congrats at 500 for sure. Let's see. Some Target stores hate collectors. I don't doubt that they don't, because there are some people, like I've said with the which one was it?
Sorry, I couldn't hear.
Oh, shut up, Siri. The Ahsoka Tano from the Walmart 4. Buddy messaged me, said if you can get here now, there's gonna be, there's a he waited at that Walmart for about 2.5, 3 hours waiting for them to bring the stock out. And then there was one guy out there that just had a meltdown, freaked out on the store manager, and she pulled rank big time and just said, you know what? No, I'm not having that. So guess what she just did? They're going to customer service, and it's one per person. She's got no right to do that, but she just said the hell with it. You're gonna be a dick. Then this is what I'm gonna do. So he was like, if you can take a break, because he goes, I would get you one, but now that we can only get one each. And so yeah, so he got one, and that was it. And she stood right by that case. I got like the second last one out of the whole thing, and then whoop, that was it. Jesus, just
He had a hard time. Me and my buddy.
So yeah, it's
rough, and I hate having to get we go in. Look, it's supposed to be there. Like, all right, man. Like as soon as we walk in the aisle, we're like, well, we got to go bug somebody. Great, like we don't want to do that. It's a horrible feeling. Like, awesome. Like, why can't it just be on the floor so I can go buy it and like things are cool? Like, nope.
Yeah, it is disappointing. So what is this? I want to find Death Dealer Target. I got Katie at some point. Yeah, that one, whatever, she looks good. That one all in red. Of course, anything that's red, Target automatically gets. And then I'm thinking, great, because that means it's going to come to Toys R Us, and like it's unbearable to try to pre-order. You can't pre-order. The website sucks. It's all bad, very bad.
It does look like, for anybody interested, and I don't know how it is for you, but they all of those Shang-Chi figures look to be readily available everywhere to ship now. Amazon, Big Bad Toy Store, Dorkside Toys, Entertainment Earth, Target. They're in stock everywhere to ship now. Not pre-order, ship now. They've got them in stock. $19.99, easy peasy. Hasbro's still got them in stock, I believe. And then the Katie figure comes 6 per case. So anybody out there that's trying to get that exclusive, you may have to bug them, but she's on the website, but she pops up under the picture of that weird creature. So up, and that, for some reason, her little pack-in is going to pop up for the main picture, and she pops up in the other pictures. But they seem to be really readily available everywhere. So in case anybody's, was frustrated or was worried about picking any of them up. So.
Excellent. That's good to know. Oh, somebody put wrenches in the ropes. Damn. Let's go back on. I was going to create interviews in 4 hours. Yeah, I sleeping. It looks like things are fun. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, your thumbnails are looking really good. I don't know. Again, I'm getting a little frustrated. I know the bow. I know I missed the window on putting my review out for that, and I guess that's fine. But it's getting a little hard to swallow. Yeah, a little bit. But that's okay. I do have, hopefully. Well, I know I will have stuff here tomorrow. I got my toy snowman order. Will be here tomorrow, which is really nice. So it's 3 against Boba Fett, Return of the Jedi, Boba Fett. Finally. So, which of course I missed the window on review. I'll still review it and I'll put it up there, but I know I've missed the review of the window on that one too. But oh, sorry, very good.
If you dig it, do a review and put it up.
Yeah.
The window, but it's like you can't always catch that window.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just like, if you really like that figure, that's what you got to review. I'm always looking for like a figure that I like. I'll rewatch a video over and over again if it's a dude that likes really into the figure, and
Yes, it's true. And I've been pretty, I know this year too, it sucks. I've been so salty. I think, again, it just feels like there's just not been anything. Like, it feels very slow. And I know I keep saying, and eventually we're going to get to that point where all of a sudden they're just going to just zip and just drop it on us and go. I'll be just sitting there going, oh, I shouldn't have said that back in February and March and April, because look what they just did to us. So, but it sounds like David sent me a message, said something, I guess, that Yak Face says Walmart's got another exclusive coming out for Black Series or something. It's like
$4.99 or something. Like, yeah. It won't stop. And my wife is always like, is it ever going to stop? I'm like, she's like, what's next? I'm like, there's always something next. Like, I don't know what to say. Like, I mean, we're kind of caught up now, but there's going to be more, like.
Yeah, like, I've been, again, I've said before, like, I'm looking at other lines a little bit, or other pieces of when I was a kid, just to fill. And I pre-ordered another hot toy. So so we'll talk about that maybe later. I don't know. Or maybe I might save it till it actually comes out, and then that'll just be a big surprise for everybody. But I wasn't gonna, and then I did. So I was like, well, now with these Eagle Moss Star Trek ships, I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ. Like, it's super ridiculous right now. Oh, excellent. Thanks. Hey, Caleb, thanks for that.
Thank you for all subscribers. I've been seeing a bunch of people. Thank you, guys.
Fantastic. Yeah, reviews. Oh yeah, and I know we have talked about that too. That, yeah, hunts definitely do better than reviews, unless and I've seen better ones if I've been one of the first to get something in and get it recorded and get it up there like as quick as possible. But I think sometimes things suffer, at least for me, because my stuff still kind of looks a little bit like I've only been doing this for a few months. Like, I'm trying to grow with the stuff or whatever. But yeah, I know the hunting is is definitely integral. I know I did that one and I just kind of whatever. I was tempted to film when I was in there today and just go, hey guys, look what I'm gonna. Oh yeah, denied, and just whatever. But I'm like, I don't know how I would pull that off. But so we'll see. But I do know that the hunt stuff, because people are really interested to see what areas people are finding things. Like, is it Ohio, or is it Florida, or is it down in Texas that they're having the most consistent luck with stock? Or like, I don't know, like with the online stuff and everything else, I have I don't think anybody's ever had 100% track record that everything they pre-ordered online from Target to Best Buy to Walmart to any of those things, that you've always had a perfect experience, that you've never had anything canceled on you or any of that crap. So, I should have. Yeah, I know. I should have recorded today. I know, but I wasn't thinking. We were out. I think that was about. We were at number. My wife and I walked basically the entire a good chunk of the town, and then walked over to the Walmart and got. So I was not looking my peachy rosy self. So I was kind of sweaty and kind of miserable at that point in time. So it wasn't a good time to be recording. But here we go. We got something for you there. Anyone who displays a Falcon animated Batman Harley is someone I want to be friends with. There you be. There you be. Yep. Yep. Barry is definitely one of the most chilled individuals, and honestly, this is only the second time I've ever talked to him, but and not even actually watching his videos, just in some of his messages and stuff. I'm like, you know what? I bet he's pretty chill. And then when he started up his channel and stuff, I'm like, oh yeah, that's Barry, definitely a gentle giant for sure. So, and I really like that, because there are days that I've come home and if I've been pretty stressed, just your I don't know what it is, but I could just listen to you talk and I'm like, yeah, that just put me in a better mood right there. So,
and thank you very much. Right on. Thank you.
Oh, G-force. Yeah, I do far worse than my house. Yeah, it's I'm gonna keep doing it. I don't care. I mean, yeah, I've not been super wowed. Bo-Katan, and very nicely surprised with the Saj this year so far. Out of the figures that I have, I've not been wowed by the Black Series this year. They've not really just woof. There's not been just that one figure yet. So
they've got me. They finally got me with. I'm in love with that new Boba Fett. That new Boba Fett and that Bo-Katan. I think. My complaint about the Bo-Katan is weird, and I'm a little bummed with the. I feel like the body should have been a little skinnier, and I don't know. That's an odd complaint. Maybe I'm wrong. And it looks like they're reusing that body for Casca Reeves. And I know that hers is a little thinner and she has a little bit of a different build, and I'm kind of bummed just because they both had like a separate look, and I don't want it to look like just a generic trooper or Mandalorian. I don't know.
Yeah.
So that's a minor, but other than that, she's a great figure. And the knee issue. But the Boba Fett, I am in love with that figure. But other than that, I think that the Mando wave that came out this year, right? Like Queel, I think Queel's an amazing figure.
Yeah.
I think that whole wave, even though some of the Carl Weathers ones, the Grief Karga, are a little glossy and make his face look a little weird, I think the designs and everything are wonderful. And the Moff Gideon, I think those are all great. But I think that their laziness with the Mandalorian and the repacks and the repaints, we see the money grabs, and unfortunately we'll pay it. I'm still going to buy 2 if I can find 2. It really stinks because they do have us, and they could give us a little more. They have with the classified, but then they'll pull back. And I'm really excited about the Fortnite line, because even if they might have a few less accessories than the Jazzwares, we're not going to have that weird hand issue. And there's something about the hard plastic that Jazzwares uses that I don't hate it, but I like that softer plastic that Hasbro uses. It's a different kind of figure. That's the kind of figure I can take around the house or take to work with me.
Yeah.
I don't like taking my McFarlane or my NECA or things like that around the house. The Hasbros feel like they feel like good, durable figures most of the time.
Yes, that's true. Oh, here, Linda's got, this is a very important question. Just know, are you wearing pants?
Yes, sweatpants.
Okay, there you go.
But I'm in my comfy clothes right now. I normally wear jeans, but I'm at home. I'm in my toy. I like to. This is our finished attic, and luckily I have this upstairs room for my collection, and for
Nice.
storage for my daughter's older toys. And but I like to call it Toyland. So I'm like, I'm going up to Toyland.
Yeah, that's cool. Excellent. Yes, yes. Oh no, I'm not going any. I'm not. Yeah, yeah. We know I'm not. Is oh, as usual. No, I am. I actually. So Carter. I'm finally getting hopefully to start moving around a little bit more. The weather is getting better. He hates. He's a typical teenager. He'd rather sit on the couch when it's 20 degrees outside and be on the PlayStation or whatever than again be outside. So again, we did the geocaching and it was really nice to do something. And then so we said, you know what we're going to start to do is I bought the Ring Fit for the Switch. And surprising, I was like, "Oh, it's going to be probably something really." It's not that bad. I've definitely I feel kind of stupid checking my heart rate after doing some of the stuff on there. But so we bought weight equipment to help with the boredom last year with the lockdown, and just to try to get some options or whatever. So I'm trying to get it so if he's starting to get motivated, so that'll kind of work with me, and then with the fasting, hopefully things will start to roll a little bit because yeah, he needs to get out and breathe a little bit more, and he's not so much into this stuff, so more of the Lego still, but again, we can't get anything, but I will. I'm not going anywhere. The live stream. I've always said live streams always have. I'm still going to put the reviews out because I want to see the stuff. Again, I hate it. I've got a list of saved videos of people's Boba Fett reviews right now. I want to watch Uncle Mike's. I watch all of Uncle Mike's, but if he puts something out that I haven't got yet, I can't. I don't want to watch it because I'll be very geez, whatever. I want to have my own form, my own opinion on the figure. I don't mind. There are some that I'm just like, obviously I know what to expect. Oh, here's a stormtrooper, but he's green. I know it's going to be the same thing. So I don't care about that. I will watch that review. But if it's finally a new Boba Fett mold after all these years, and yeah, there's gripes and some other whatever and stuff, I see the looks just on thumbnails of people's faces. I'm like, people like that. I want that figure. So I can't watch any of that stuff right now. So
I have 3 of that figure. I have one to display, one as my pocket fig that goes on my nightstand and I take around the house with me. And then I got one that I like to call keeping it Ernie, because I keep it in the packaging, and Ernie from Toy Migos, he keeps all his toys in his packaging, so we like keeping it Ernie. So Ernie, if you're out there, if you see this later, I got a Boba to keep it Ernie.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, man, I tell you, the brewery business must be pretty good. Because
I have not even been working. No, it's okay. I haven't been working quite full time. I've been working about 30 to 35 hours a week, but we've hired more staff, and some people, it gets to a point sometimes where like there's less work and more people. So I would rather, it's been a lot more comfortable since my wife's been back to work. She's been babysitting. She was a server, and when the pandemic started, she was out of work, really rough. But she's got a really nice situation right now, so it's a little better. We're both working again. So I'm thinking more of my health ever since I had my heart thing. And like, if I can work closer to 30, 35 hours a week and live a little longer, that's what I'm trying to do, And then the toys, I mean, I had set some money aside from our stimulus for some pre-orders. But most of the time, no, it's tight. I have a very patient wife I love her very much. And I'm thankful. She's been very accepting. It started with McFarlane Walking Dead figures and a couple here and there. Thank you, Aaron. It's gotten like, bless her heart for staying by my side, because it's gone crazy. Like,
yep. Oh,
it's getting more. Something like Jesus Christ. So thankfully, I sell things every now and then on Mercari. But no, like it's definitely tight. I spend way more than I should. I'm trying to rein it in and do a little better. I've cut out certain lines like Power Rangers. I used to have like the White Ranger and the Pink Ranger. Got rid of because I don't need them, and so I'm trying to do a lot better, because we just keep getting. I mean, when I said the first three, it's hard not to give it all to Hasbro, because you got to throw the Marvel Legends in there, and with we haven't even started talking about Falcon Winter Soldier. There's going to be all those figures, so it's ridiculous. But just so I'm not passing any false ideas out there, like I don't collect Hot Toys. I have one, and I sold a very expensive record to get that. I have 130 Daryl because I love The Walking Dead and I love Norman Reedus, and I think I sold like a guitar pedal to get that. Like I mean. And I have a couple pre-ordered. Like I have the 1/4 scale Grogu pre-ordered, but I've got the payment plan through Sideshow, and then the same with the Ahsoka. I've got the payment. So I don't think for Ahsoka, they're not going to start charging me until next year. And then Grogu, I think I start paying in a couple months, like around $50 a month for a few months.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Oh, that's all right.
Spending, balance it out.
Yes. There's one for you. So what's in that Treebeard, the Ent Solo Cup? Is it root? Oh, good God. Oh.
Yeah.
Nice one.
On a serious note, it's mostly, I drink a lot of water. I carry this thing around with me all the time.
Yep.
I'm always drinking water, but I love milk. Always drinking milk, man. Don't know what it is.
Yeah, I can't do the milk anymore. I think dairy has decided to wage a war against me a little bit. Like certain things are picking battles, but
that it happens.
Milk. So I've gone to almond milk, but I don't know. I think it's just because I was never a huge milk drinker ever. For cereal, absolutely, I would. Well, I think there'd be more cereal than milk, especially if it was like full of marshmallows and all that other crap that you're supposed to ingest at 7 o'clock in the morning or whatever. But yeah, it's I just not enough. I like the dark chocolate almond milk and I don't like chocolate milk all that much, but that dark chocolate almond milk, woo,
good.
Very, very good. It's super, super. It's just, I could sit there and it would probably make me sick to my stomach, but I could probably drain like 2 liters of it. But I'm the same with the water. I can definitely go with water all day, as long as it's like super, super cold. Then makes it easier.
I love extra cold. I've always got the extra ice in there. I love it.
Oh, pocket figures. Yeah, I don't. That's one thing. I never think about bringing any, well, yeah, you leave yours in a box, so that definitely makes it a lot harder to stick it in your pocket. But
you need to get those smallest action figures on Earth or whatever they're called.
Mm-hmm.
But you put those in your pocket. At least Hey Sleeping Collectibles. Get a couple of those, because then you can at least say you've got a pocket fig, and it's technically in the packaging. And I think you've got Transformers now, He-Man, G.I. Joe. You've got a few choices there. That's what you do.
Yes. There you be. Oh, Clone Command. Yeah, I got to get caught up. I haven't watched any. Is this the last season for the show?
They're about to start. They're filming season 11, which will conclude the regular show.
Okay.
Ended the last 6 episodes. Like, they had 6 bonus episodes for season 10, and those just ended. And Fear the Walking Dead just started back up, but I haven't started watching that yet. I've been too busy with Invincible and everything Disney has to offer.
Yeah.
And Aaron, yes, Walking Dead rules. And I've said it before in one of the chats, but I remember you from a really cool Facebook group. And I miss you guys over there, but I'm not on Facebook anymore. And I'm pretty sure that I know you from that group. So, hey there.
Nice. Hey, love, you need pink and yellow still. I haven't on. Well, I shouldn't say that. You know what? That's kind of weird that the Power Rangers can kind of segue into the one figure, the one new piece I was able to physically go and get because I got a phone call to say my pre-orders came in. So it wasn't super, I couldn't go and find this, and I forgot I pre-ordered it, but I had two come in. It was this one and one other one, and I actually decided I passed. And it's weird because it's my favorite figure out of that movie. So and it's Rogue One, and it was the Shore Trooper, and I said no, I don't need the short. I don't know why but yeah, I got my Death Trooper came in. So I didn't even know they were doing curbside or anything, or that I could go to the storefront and just call or whatever. So I had my phone on silent, woke up Saturday morning. I'm like, oh my God, somebody telephoned me on my telephone, on my cellular phone, and they left me a voice message. And I was like, what an ancient technology this is. And I listened and I said, we have figure. I was like, oh my God, really? And I honestly, I waited to almost the last minute on yesterday to go get it, because I was like, yeah, whatever. I have this figure. This is just, it's new and I can give it a sniff. It's new plastic smell. So
I love plastic smell. Oh.
So I get that, but that's yes, there we go. There we go. So I saw new Power Rangers were in their window display. So I saw like the green Zeo Adam, that Ranger. That wave was out there, and they still look good. They entice me anytime I see the Ranger figures. I don't care. I do miss not having, like, I just, as you said, Barry, you cleared out. I cleared everything out except for Mighty Morphin, and if anybody sent anything. So that wasn't Mighty Morphin. I've still got, but again, the G.I. Joes have dwarfed the Power Rangers for what I keep now. So I just boxed them up and I put them away. But I still see the other ones. I'm like, oh man, the Zeo ones. I could, oh, look at that, and Adam, and I could put the Adam head on the Black Ranger from Mighty. Oh nope, I was very happy with myself. I walked away. So I'm like, no, you know what? I got a couple figures coming this week, right at the beginning of the week. So hey, those toy junkies, how are you? Thanks for hanging out.
Unfortunately, our buddy, our mutual buddy there, Mike Case, started me down the Transformers rabbit hole. And Jesus Christ, I had no idea I'd end up with so many. I thought I'd need an Optimus. Good. Oh my God, right behind me, it's nuts. So it's like, yeah, there's definitely no room for Power Rangers. I don't need room for the few wrestling figures I have. I don't watch wrestling. Certain things just catch my eye in a store, and it's like, ooh, that looks like a sweet toy. Oh,
yeah, it's really like that. Again, I'm a Batman fan. That was my first, well, besides Star Wars, but being older, not being a kid when all this stuff was all small, but we were small and whatever. I'm talking about like being, when Batman the animated series, the 90s, when they were putting those figures out, those caught my eye. I had quite a few of them, and there was nothing to pull me into this extent. So I let a lot of it go. But then when the new versions of the Batman the animated series came out, and then they released that big Batmobile and the big bat, that really super hooked me back in again. But I don't know. There's some pieces like so that led me down that I want a couple pieces of Batman to still say, hey, listen, I still really, really enjoy him. There's just not a lot out there. The McFarlane stuff is very stylized. I know it screams Todd, and I've never been a huge McFarlane fan. I loved his Spider-Man, but I was never a Spawn guy or any of his horror-y looking. It wasn't my thing, and I can see that in a lot of the DC figures that they're putting out. Like he's putting his own little tweak on a comic-inspired figure.
For sure.
The Bat Cycle and that Batman with the sun, I didn't need, but I saw it in the store and I was like, ooh, that I will get, and I don't need any more of that. Now, mind you, if they come out and they do like the Question or maybe a few one-offs here and there, then I might get pulled in more, but there's not enough for the variants. Oh, you need these 3 Robins, and hopefully you'll get all 3 different Smiles. And
yeah.
And the Bane Build-A-Figure is a piece of junk, apparently, or whatever. But that Bane,
I have to say, I was just gonna say, don't mean to cut you off, but I actually, that whole Last Night on Earth wave, I love it. And yes, Bane, there was issues with putting them together, but with our good buddy the hairdryer, it was totally fine. And he feels like a good sturdy figure, and he is beautiful. He's sitting right in front of me. I've got the whole wave sitting here, and he just, I don't know, like, I definitely was like, God, if I see another McFarlane Batman in the store, I'm gonna puke. But like, there's something about, I don't know, the Batman in the straitjacket I really like, because his straps are his cape instead of a cape. And then the metal one with the duster with the, not the one with the red guitar, but the original one with just the pitchfork.
Yeah.
Not, but the
sickle, the scythe.
Yeah. His cape is his duster. And there's something cool about that to me that's different. And I love the Wonder Woman in that wave. The most boring figure to me would be the Omega. But after I got him to get the Bane part, but after getting him, I'm like, man, I like this Omega. And I don't know anything about that storyline.
Nope.
Start reading it based on the figures and how cool they look. I don't know what it is, but yeah, yes, there's issues with the Bane figure. But once you get him together, oh my God, he's a beast. And it's like, I hold these figures and that's where I get a little frustrated, because it is a thicker, or not even like thicker, it's like a harder plastic.
Yes.
Hold these guys, the weight, and for about the same price, it really makes you think like, man, like, come on, Hasbro. Like, how, if McFarlane's doing it, and, like, I don't know. So, and there's something about that hard plastic though too that makes me worry about breaking it more than like the Hasbro stuff. But still, there's some, like, for sure, like, it's getting a little ridiculous with all the variants and everything. But there are a couple recently that have really caught my eye and been like, okay. And I actually pre-ordered that entire Justice League wave except for Darkseid, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't enough for me at all. So I just, yeah.
It's like, I still need a good I still need a good Superman in my collection. And I think I love that black suit so much, because black's, I know it's not technically a color, but I love black. And so that black suit, other than like because I grew up on Christopher Reeves, so I would like to eventually have like a good quality Christopher Reeves Superman. But man, like that black suit Superman, holy moly. I never saw the Josh Whedon version of Justice League. I only saw the Snyder cut. So I was like, all right. I was pretty impressed. And I just love that black look. It's just so dark.
Yeah, it was interesting. So I saw this, of course, I saw the original version, and it was not great. And it was neat to see the epic version out there, or whatever, and to see. But there was a couple of things I kind of wish they would have left in. Oh, I think only really one, just the race between Barry and Clark at the end of the movie to find who was the fastest, and they took it out. So I was a little upset about that because I was like, that's comics right there for sure. But I don't know. I still love Affleck. I think he's a great Batman. No complaints. Absolutely with that. I don't mind Cavill. I don't think besides Superman 2, and then followed by probably the first Superman, there's not been a good Superman film ever since because it's all to deal with Lex Luthor and land schemes. Like,
it's hard to top those first two,
yeah,
especially if you're around our age. Those two, when we were kids, like, at least for me, man, those first two Superman movies were on a whole nother level. They were like Star Wars. Like, I mean, there were different types of movies, but it was like this on the same level of like, what is this? This is insane that we're seeing this on the big screen. Like, real quick, one more thing about Justice League.
yeah.
My favorite part about that movie is, in case no one knows out there, my middle name is Alan. So I've never heard Barry Allen said so many times in a movie before in my entire life. And I couldn't help but giggle every time it was said. They said it so many times. They could have said Barry or just the Flash. Barry would have been cool. But they said Barry Allen so many times. It was awesome. Is that you, Joe? That line, I think that's my buddy Joe that I went hunting with this morning. If that's you, Joe,
Awesome.
What's up, man?
Here, we'll throw you a thumbs up as well. So excellent. Oh, Tina. Hello. Oh, lurking eyeballs. There we go. How's it going? Sleepings need more Treebeard content. I tell you, you could, like, Barry could just read a book. You should maybe look into doing just, I don't know. You might put more people, just get one of those calming things, put some Enya in the background and just have Barry just say, Han Solo, Chewbacca. Like, you would make a killing. I'd be able to fall asleep without medication probably every night. So
you guys are making me blush. I'm surprised. We were talking earlier about getting comfortable with yourself and stuff. Like, I am surprised with how little it's taken me. I really thought that I would be more awkward for so long. Except I do have my moments though, like that short little stupid video I put up on my. I meant to post it a different way, and I felt like it made it look all pixelated and stuff. But the video I put to promote tonight earlier,
yes,
I probably did 20 takes of that darn thing, trying to do that real quick before I did the review on Katie, the Marvel Legends Katie figure. Wasted so much time. Like, are you kidding me? This is so short, and I don't need to say any, like, and I couldn't get it right. I swear, like 20 times. Oh man.
Yep. I definitely feel you there. I've done my, well, I'm going to re-record it. I like the way I did it today. So I like I hinted before, I'm gonna do like a snow case where custom. I'm just gonna show off the fantastic customs that you guys out there have sent me since I've had the channel. So Clone Command, Caleb, just sent 2 figures in, and it's been killing me not to show them off because it's going to be in the first thing. So I had a setup done, and it was just, another one of the hand videos because really the focus needs to be on the figures. And just the last 2 minutes, I was like, oh no, like, no. And then I watched it back and I'm like, damn, it was no. And again, it's that one take format that I do that I'm just like, I could just grab it and just bang it against. I'm like, so close. But then I'm like, I could snip. Honestly, I could snip it and just put it, but I'm like, it's just not me, and it would just bother me to no end. Not that they come out perfect at all, but it's just the way that the videos have become. So it's part of the channel. So, but yeah, it was super frustrating today. And I was like, because I really wanted to have it edited and set up because I wanted it to come out tomorrow, and I'm like, nope, I'm gonna have to re-record it tomorrow, and then hopefully I'll get it up for Wednesday because now, yeah. So I don't know. So it wasn't great, but let's see what have we got. We got the Elite Squad Trooper. Yeah, all right. Yeah, Black Series IG-11. Yeah, okay. Obi-Wan Kenobi, very cool. I do dig that one. The Jawa should have been a vinyl cape, straight off. They shouldn't have gone with the fabric.
I think they should have used a different fabric because there were two different versions when we were kids. They were the vinyl and the cloth. But the problem is, and I'm going to say this for Jedi Luke too, those were two of my favorite figures growing up, and they did not use the same cloth as they used on that original figure. Had they used that original cloth as they did for the Jawa, would have nailed it out of the park. But they used that weird cloth that comes apart, and that's not. It was a thicker one, and the same what they used for that original Jedi Knight Luke. That fabric, I don't know. I've seen that again in the Black Series. It's come close to it with soft goods they use, but there's something about it, and I wish I knew exactly what it was. But that Jedi robe he had, oh my God, that was perfect. If we could have that on a 6-inch figure,
True.
And I think do with that Jawa. I think if that would have had that thicker cloth, it would have been a little better. But if we would have had the vinyl, it would have matched Obi-Wan and made more sense. So
and that's I do hear what you're saying about the fabric for sure. Because I mean, because there was the plastic hood underneath the fabric anyway. But I don't know. I think again, it was just that. I think that the off-world Jawa, the rattiness feeling of that material works with that figure because you look him being all scavengy and whatever, kind of gross and everything, especially when they're eating the egg and whatnot. But they almost pulled it off. Like they almost gave us that. They gave us a fully articulated, ranged figure, but a hindered raisin head underneath that plastic triangle, right? But I just thought out of any of the ones that you could have picked for Kenner colors and like a Kenner inspired, the Jawa, I know that one's worth a lot of money. The original ones, people go crazy for it. So I can kind of see why Hasbro would do it that way, but I wouldn't have called it in a million years. I would have thought maybe the Tusken Raider would have been a good one to have done with the vinyl cape.
Yeah.
Darth Vader would have looked done. You could have done a 2-pack like you did with Zuckuss and 4LOM.
Would have been a badass. They would have done that black because I mean that's what's, and I'm like, whether you open it or not, I'm leaving mine. Yes, too many Batmans. In the package or not, I think aesthetically, seeing that Obi-Wan with that long vinyl cape next to that Darth Vader with that long black vinyl cape, that would have been ridiculous. That would have been really cool because it doesn't really matter. I mean, there are better versions and worse versions of the Black Series Darth Vader, but they're all very prominent figures. Like have that with like a nice long vinyl cape, that'd be really cool.
Yes. Yeah, it would have.
We'll do it one.
I would have been down. I would have been so down for that one. It would have been neat if they would have maybe done the original 12. So, okay, Jawa, okay, that, but do the whole 12 lineup. That would be kind of neat because that would probably be the closest I'd ever get to having the original 12. Because I did think about, I don't know how long, what kind of lifespan the Black Series has. Like, is it going to be 10 years? Like, we're coming up on 10 years. Is that it? Is it? But, I mean, you look at Marvel Legends. Legends have been around a long time. I can't see the Black Series going anywhere for the time being. I guess it would just depend on license rights and stuff like that because there's literally hundreds of characters that we still haven't got.
And we won't get them till we get through all the repaints.
Yeah.
So there is no end in sight to as long as Hasbro's around in the 5-6 years that I've been collecting now, I've seen this just escalate. And I've seen over and over again the obvious sign of like, they've got money. They want our product. It doesn't matter what we give them. Well, they'll eventually give us the good stuff, but it's endless. They could do repaints on anything, and then they've still got all the characters they haven't given us.
Yes.
The characters they haven't given us, though, I have. What's going on, Adam? I have a theory, and this comes from the Sarlacc Digest. They were talking about I think that was them. They were talking about it. Possibilities of maybe Hammerhead being in, or a Hammerhead, one of those characters being in Mando 3 or Book of Boba Fett. If that were to happen, I think that would be our time to finally get a Hammerhead figure in the 6-inch form. And in that case, it wouldn't matter to me if it was from Mandalorian or the original one. I think you could probably use it for both.
Yes.
Do a little custom work. Either way, I think to have a version of that, whatever that species is, I forget what they're called. I think Hammerhead was just what they called the one that was in A New Hope.
Yes.
I believe. But that, I think, with the Mandalorian, if they keep reintroducing these old characters we had when we were kids, I think there is a chance that we have, even though we should already have it. Where's Lobot?
Yeah, there we go. Hashtag Lobot. I don't see Peter in here, so we got to throw that out there or not. So, man, I tell you, my chat must have really jumped because I missed a whole bunch of stuff. So I know, again, we were talking, and all of a sudden I start seeing Smallville. I'm like, what? I really enjoyed Smallville. I really did. I was a little disappointed with the ending, but you know what? When series like not just Smallville, I honestly don't think there's been that many great series finales that have been out there.
There's only a couple shows. It's a very hard task, and it's like you can't hate on the show. I can't imagine what it would be like. I mean, some of the shows I love so much. It's like the only one I can think. I know I'm blanking on one. One that really comes to mind is Breaking Bad. I thought that the ending of that was perfection, but it's really like the song choice and everything. But it's really hard to do, and you can't hate a show if it doesn't like. I loved Sopranos for years, and I hated that ending. But like parts of me, I like it too. Like there's, like I look at it in different ways, but like I still love Sopranos and I don't hate it. Like, I mean, unless you're Dexter, that was awful. But like, I don't know. I thought that was a great show, and that ending came out of nowhere. I don't know. I'm not going to spoil anything, but like if you're a Dexter fan, what I'm talking.
It's I hate to say it. Oh my god, like I've never watched one episode of Breaking Bad, so I hate to say it, but take my whatever. But
who cares? You can watch it today or you cannot. It's all good.
Oh yeah, my wife seems to, again. This stuff has taken up so much more time than I really ever thought it would. And it's not even, you think there's no effort, not effort, shouldn't say no effort. Literally, it's hardly any maintenance involved in doing a live stream. Turn on a couple of lights, make a couple of thumbnails, put out a little post, and just let it go. But I find now that like I'm coming home, I've been a lot more responsive with comments and whatever. I'm trying to keep up on that so it doesn't kill me. I'm not gonna be able to do every single one if it goes super high, but I'm like, yeah, we'll tip into this, we'll tip into that. But holy jumping, I don't have the time to get into series stuff anymore. So she'll be like, oh yeah, so I started this. I'm like, oh yeah, I really wanted to. Oh, yeah, I'm not gonna have the time for that. Like the last thing, like I'm watching Snowpiercer on Netflix right now. I'm a couple episodes behind, but it's not so bad. I don't mind so much that I am. And then I was like, I want something to kind of light. So I watched The Good Place. I quite enjoyed. I mean, the first season I thought was stellar. The finale I thought was fine. And then the rest was kind of muddled. But I mean, it's just no-brainer comedy anyway. And it was 4 seasons, and I got through it real quick. But there are definitely some shows out there that I need to either go back and start from the beginning because I know I missed. There's gaps. Smallville is one of them. I know there is a chunk that I have missed somewhere between 7 and 9. So there's a gap there, and they went all over the place in that show. So
I need to watch. Never watched that show. I need to watch that show.
Yeah, my sister-in-law's got all the seasons, so I'm just gonna borrow from her. Like I think I do quite well if it's about a 4-season series. Not so bad. Like Battlestar, I wish Battlestar Galactica would have gone on longer. I really enjoyed the update, but and I think honestly, I think it I know it hasn't been out for a while. I don't think it really needs another reboot because they're talking that they're going to do another reboot of Battlestar again, and I don't think so. So yeah, it's going to be completely from what I've heard anyway. So Mando Mike, hello. TK, you're gonna like your figures, absolutely. I just gotta, every once in a while when I hit the mouse, all of a sudden, just off it goes. So.
Is that Mando Mike? Do I recognize you from being in the Sarlacc Digest? Is that the same Mando Mike? Am I making that up? Is that you?
Well,
I recognize your name from Sarlacc Digest. What's up, dude? If that's you, if not, what's up to you?
There you go. Oh, how's it going? You're not, well, you are late, but we're still here. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's happening in the Stumbler. I've seen he's been putting some pictures on Instagram. I gotta reach out and see what's happening with him because it's not like him to miss out on so many streams. So it's the passing around it's missing with him not being here. So let me go back. Sons of Anarchy. That's another one I've never watched at all.
Watching that, Sons of Anarchy. That's another one I really liked the ending, and I'm happy that I got through it again because that is a hard show to watch. It's an amazing show. It pulls at every emotion in my entire body and in my entire being. But there is some of the stuff on that show where afterwards I'm just like I need to go take a bath, or it's hard. It's really rough. It's a really brutal stuff in that show, but it is written so freaking well. And the acting is phenomenal. But yeah, it is. Holy moly. And it's really cool too. The actors, Theo Rossi and Kim Coates, they have a podcast. It's called Theory. And every Wednesday they've been going back because they never actually watched the show. So they've been going back, and the two of them watching about it. And it's another one I listen to at work, and I love it. So.
Oh, excellent. Yeah, again, I'm scrolling back up the chat, and there's this big gap of stuff that we had I didn't even see. Tina, new Vader figure last week, still waiting on, and nothing exciting there. That's disappointing. Again, I showed all this. This has been it for me. I have this. I do have a Toy Snowman order. Will be here. It better bloody well be here tomorrow. I see where it's sitting, and it's like literally one goddamn town away. But we don't have delivery on weekends normally. If Canada Post is backed up, maybe I don't know why they choose a Sunday over working on a Saturday. I guess it's all the same, but we will sometimes get parcel delivery. They won't do mail, but they'll do parcels just to clear the backlog. But it was that close. I was like, oh my God, I can smell the Boba Fett coming. I can smell because there's G.I. Joe in that box I got coming. So yeah, I got well, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna review anyway, but I got Lady Jane Flint should be here tomorrow. So I can't wait. And then I can watch your reviews because they're in my playlist. So I've been just waiting. I'm like, I don't know how much, but again, Amir Toy Snowman. So I am stoked with I think I've got oh no, that was one thing. Okay, that just reminded me. That's got nothing to do with this. So I just remember there's another order I thought I had pre-ordered and they never mentioned it, but that's okay. That's all right. Wrecker. So I don't want to make sure I don't miss out on Wrecker, but
Yeah, I think I'm thinking it's Big Bad Toy Store. I have him ordered through. I can't remember. I am like, and then I'm getting all kinds of emails. Stuff's like changing times. I got 2 notifications from Amazon. I'm getting my Asajj Ventress finally early. She was dated for June, and
yeah.
now or the first week of May. And then Bo-Katan popped up the other day for regular price, and I was able to snag a second one of her. I have her pre-ordered on Hasbro, but the one on Amazon is coming the first week of May, so I'm going to cancel my Hasbro. And then all of the rest of that Shang-Chi wave that was supposed to be out today, because they only had a full case of Shang-Chi, and then the exclusive, I ordered all the rest, or everything except for the comic figures, or in the game verse and the comic figure. I just went with, but they should be showing up in this week. But I think I was only going to do a review on the exclusive because everyone else is going to be doing reviews on the rest of the wave, like, and I need a few days off. Like,
yes, that's true. That's true. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, that's great. I put the sticker in my envelope with the little note as well. I'm going at some point when I can buy frames or whatever. I'm going to get a frame and I'm going to somehow try to, I don't know, put all the pictures and the letters and the stickers all framed up and put it up on the wall. I might have to do a couple of them because there's a lot already just over a couple of years. Because put them in a book, then you don't go and look at photo books and stuff very often and stuff anymore. So if it's on my wall and I'm looking at it right from here, so but awesome. Yeah, again, that's there's so friggin' nice, so nice. So sleeping had a guy message me on Instagram about buying 5 classified figures for $100. That's I think, yeah. Which ones? I know they were down. Oh, yes. There you go, Barry.
right on. What's going on? Hey, Mando Mike.
Again, we're up in the thing a little bit, but yes, I made it a point that Hammerhead and Walrus Man would be absolutely great. Yes. Yep. Okay, I gotta go super slow. Make sure. There we go, Josh. Thank you. Yes. Hashtag Lobot. Yep. Okay, sleeping. So Roadblock, Gung Ho, Snake Eyes, Destro, Cobra Commander.
So the OG wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, that's a fair price. That's a normal price, but I would almost you might be able to find those on sale at this point. It just depends.
Or if they're the repaints. I'm curious about that. I've heard 2 ways that people are saying now the original Duke, Roadblock, and Scarlet are going to have a higher value, and I'm like, I don't know about that. I don't buy them for that.
Here's the answer. Do you have those figures? Do you need those figures? That's a great price. That's a fair price. Go for it.
Yeah. Gotham. Oh God.
I haven't seen that either.
No, I I had such high hopes when they first announced Gotham. Actually, I used to listen. I can't wait for work to get back to normal again because I am missing out on so many of my podcasts. Especially again, I'm a huge Kevin Smith fan. Love my Kevin Smith.
Yes. Oh, king. He is king.
he's got so many podcasts going on. So I remember he on his when it was still called Fat Man on Batman instead of Fat Man Beyond now. He and Mark Bernardin were talking about a hypothetical Gotham show that showed Bruce. I think Oswald Cobblepot was I think he was almost the co in their imagined version that they were talking about, that they were in college, and that the Court of Owls featured very prominently, and just to kind of show the Cobblepot money and the Wayne money and just and I was like, whoa, man, what an awesome and again they're like, and Batman probably wouldn't even be in it. Maybe we show Batman the last day like they did for Smallville or something or whatever. And I was like, I want that show. And then Gotham came out. That first season I'm surprised they got greenlit for season 2. I couldn't get through it.
Yeah.
And when they really went into the whole villain aspect and people were really starting to talk about it, I was just like, that first season did me in. You didn't grab me enough for me to give a shit about the rest of the series. So I will never watch it. I will never go back and backtrack on that one. So
I'll skip that show then.
Yeah, I think the dude, whatever his name is, and I hate the guy who played Oswald in Gotham. I thought he did a fantastic job. I thought he was incredible. The rest of it, there just wasn't enough. And I mean, what could have been Kevin? Oh my God, I'm looking forward to his He-Man and whatever else he's got coming down the pipe. So
do you watch every week then the regular show?
I try. I used to. Again, when I felt I had, when I had more time, when I really felt I had more time, I would come home from work, maybe have an edible. When I kind of vaped, just after I first was quitting smoking, I would just sit down here. I would put it on YouTube or whatever to either listen to it or whatnot, and I'm like, oh, this is great. When they're at the Scum and Villainy Cantina, I'm a little missing the whole. When he used to interview people that did the voices from the animated series or Batman Brave and the Bold or any of that stuff. But there's not really a lot of Batman stuff to talk about right now. So I like that they've kind of gotten into the nerd media, basically. So
yeah. I watch every week, but not necessarily live. I try to watch live, but if not, it's another one of those things I'm listening at work, But I think Mark Bernardin, I mean, both of them, I love them, but Mark Bernardin is so smart, such a writer. He's on such another level. When I love listening to him talk, and Kevin Smith for different reasons. I love his, I love how he cries for everything. I love that. I cried so much at Endgame, it was ridiculous. I love being in touch with my emotions and these things he's out. I love to feel. But Mark, man, he's just got such an amazing take on anything. As soon as he starts talking about it, even if he's disliking something that I love, it makes me rethink it and look at it a whole nother way. Not to go on a rant there, but those guys are wonderful. And I love listening to him talk about all the stuff we love.
Yes. Oh yeah. Yeah. Breaking Bad. I will say to put one of the ones.
Badfinger.
There we go. I will say that one show I remember, and I was very young when the series finale hit, but MASH was a solid. I mean, part of the reason why I remember it was because my pet cat got hit by a car during the last episode of MASH, and I remember our neighbors from down the street called us to say, I think this is your cat that got hit by so we had to stop. So it was like, oh no. So it was, I think, right towards the tail end of it, got the cat, rushed him to the vet. He pulled through. All he turned out was his ear was permanently bent down on the one side. That cat used 8 out of his 9 lives, was around for almost 19 years, I guess, or something like that. Great. It was, he was my buddy, but yeah, he didn't, he got hit by a car during the last episode of MASH. So, but I remember, that was a fantastic, finale for that show.
I have to go. I haven't watched that in years. I need to go back and rewatch that.
Yeah. Okay. I think we're almost getting back caught up again. Okay. Scrubs humor. Yeah, Scrubs was really good. I like being able to watch shows that you don't have to watch necessarily. If you miss a couple episodes, who cares? Like kind of Friends-ish. I know it got into storylines and the whole bit and whatever, but like the same with Big Bang Theory. I really enjoyed that show when they were just kind of one-off episodes, like when they were going to Comic-Con and they were all dressed up in Star Trek uniforms and went and take pictures. Give me shows like the Goldbergs, a lot of the Goldberg stuff. Yeah, there's a storyline there, but again, you miss a couple episodes, you really haven't missed that much. And it's just like, oh, it's Back to the Future today. Oh, this is great. Or they're going to do a Transformers spinoff, and just, yeah, things like that. And then that way I don't feel so bad. Like, oh man, I got to go back and rewatch the last 7 episodes before I can. So yeah. See, Battlestar is phenomenal. Yes. See, there we go. It just jumped again. Let me go. Wow, it really jumped up. I thought we were caught up, but holy jumping Jesus.
Not so much?
No, we're going way back.
You see them individually as they pop up, so I can't scroll.
No, it is. It's crazy. Goldberg's is fantastic. Yes. Matt, hey, Smirkin Bear, how are you? Good job, man, on getting some of your training stuff done and whatnot. So one step closer, like you said. So, let's see. My senior residents watch MASH every morning. I love it. Yeah, I still really look forward to it. So, being broke, MASH. Okay, so we're just gonna go backwards, and then we'll try to go back down and see where we're at. MASH. Yep. Battlestar, that was on Sci-Fi, was amazing. I can't see. I honestly, I can't see them getting. I know we're going all the way back to Battlestar again, but I never watched it when it first came out. Friends of ours suggested it, and it was the same thing. But it was Mark Bernardin who, because he does the podcast with Trisha Helfer.
Yep.
And when he mentioned he was doing that on an episode of Fat Man on Bat or Fat Man Beyond, whatever, when he was on with Kevin, he was saying he was doing that with her, and I was like, oh. So I listened to the first couple episodes. And I'm like, this show sounds really interesting. And I went on iTunes, and all 4 seasons were like super dirt cheap. So I bought them, and I think it was right around the time I had my hip surgery. So it's only been about just over 3 years that I've seen them. But I was like, oh man, this was so good. I didn't like that little whatever that little spin-off thing was. I think it was only a few up Razor or something. I never watched it. I couldn't get into it.
Do you remember the Fat Man Beyond, or I think it was at this point Black Man Beyond, because it was when Kevin Smith was on tour for his last movie, and Mark Bernardin had some different co-hosts.
Yes.
A couple of different ones where he had Katie Sackhoff on there. And one of them, I believe she had just gotten hired for The Mandalorian, and she had to be real hush-hush about talking about it because they were talking about new projects. And now it's funny after seeing her to go back and be like, holy, that was the one she was talking about. She talked about this new project she was on and couldn't say anything about it, and that was it.
Interesting. Toy Snowman, Amir, how dare you? Unsub, thumbs down.
Oh.
Just because I didn't watch Breaking Bad. I get it, but I'm not going to watch it. So I would literally be lying to your face right now, well, your internet face, saying, I will watch, I won't watch it. I don't know. It's too far past. I don't know. I think my focus is just all over now. I'm like, like a puppy dog. So just like you hear a noise and you're just like all over the place all the time. So I can't at all. Fat Man Beyond is getting, Kirkman's going to guess. That's all right. So
finale next week of Invincible. Yeah. So I don't know if you've been watching that show. We were talking with another collector this morning in front of Target, and no spoilers or anything, but I just want to say, like, if you're not watching the show and you dig this kind of stuff, this show will surprise you. It's phenomenal. I never read the comic. He wrote the comic way before, or I don't know about way before, but it's been out for a long time, and it was before The Walking Dead. I missed it, so I don't know the story, and I don't want to be spoiled, but every episode is just full of surprises. The animation's amazing. It's mind blowing. It's on a whole nother level. So if you're not watching it, I highly recommend it. It's Amazon Prime, and yeah, Kevin Smith and Mark Bernard, and we'll have Robert Kirkman on next week in because of the finale.
Nice. That's good.
Good night, Dark Prime. Have a good night, dude.
Yeah, that's like 15. I think he's gone, but in case you watch the stream backwards again. So
Have a good night.
Let's see. I watched the original one. Yeah, I did too. I like the original Battlestar, not Battlestar Galactica 1980. That was pretty rough. But the one thing that stands out to me is when they had to go to Earth, and I remember Wolfman Jack was guest starred in the one episode because they brought out the motorbikes and they were driving the motorbikes with, and I was like, oh, that's pretty rad. They go from a Viper with invisibility and then they get their cool thing. But Wolfman Jack was doing his, I don't know. There's probably some people are like, who the hell's Wolfman Jack? And that just dates me some more. But he was in it. But I love the looks of the Vipers. The Cylons were awesome, so cool. I love the techno voice thing going on for that. Like, good stuff. We knew somebody. It was John Hamm was in Battlestar Galactica. He only was a couple episodes. I had posted. I know Mark and Trisha were talking about something in one of their things, and I've messaged him a couple of times on Instagram, and he's responded back to me a couple of times. But I had said, hey, because I think there was somebody else that I think they were talking about like cast members that have passed away and everything else like that and whatever. And I was kind of annoyed. I'm like, John Mann, you didn't mention John Mann. He was in Battlestar Galactica. He was also the lead singer of Spirit of the West, who's a very big Canadian band. Home for a Rest. Most people know what that song is. I think I tagged it on one of my community posts as my music video of the week or something, like 2 weeks ago. The lead singer of that, he was in Battlestar Galactica, I think, and I just can never remember his character's name. But he ultimately got shot down. I think when the Cylons first showed back up, when they were going out, and then I was like, oh, that was disappointing. But very cool to kind of see somebody, because my wife and I would go catch Spirit of the West anytime we could see them. They were from out in Vancouver, but great music. They sounded very East Coast, but they were from the West Coast. So. See, Gilster can see Affleck, Old Man Bruce, and it would be great. But I mean, now they've said it's 100% confirmed that Keaton is going to be Batman in the Flash. I don't know who I'd rather see.
Supposedly now Keaton's saying some weird things. Like, I don't know what that's all about, but it could just be misdirect. Who knows? DC on a whole other like. Or DC. I'm sorry, DC.
Yeah. Oh man, I don't know. Buck Rogers. Yeah, Shane. Hey, Shane. I haven't watched Buck Rogers in a long time. First season was solid. It was super stellar. Very upsetting to hear that. And I hate it. I can't remember his name. The actor who played the physical form of Twiggy or Twiggy, whatever. And he was
also played the Ewok that was in the Glider, right?
Glider Ewok. Yep. And some other bits, again, being a small person. So passed away very recently, just in the last group. So I think so. Very disappointing. But Affleck would be, I would almost think if you took Keaton and Affleck, if you go based on how salty Bruce was in the cartoon, the Batman Beyond cartoon, I would say Affleck would win hands down, because that feels like that same character. But I'd kind of like to see. I kind of want to see, hopefully, what's going to happen with Keaton. I think it's interesting to see him come back to the role after he was, I'm really hoping we'll see more of him in Spider-Man universe, because they didn't kill him off. I thought he was awesome as a current day Vulture, like how they could make that work with the wings and stuff like that. So
yeah, he did great as that.
Thanks, Dave. That's excellent. Felix Sela. Thank you. There we go. Yep, absolutely. Wolfman crazy. There we go. Let me just go back up. Let's see. What We Do in the Shadows. Yeah, that was a good one. I like that one. The Ice Pirates. I think Darth Rock's having. Oh, right. Darth Rock was going live. Damn it. I forgot. You think he's having some technical difficulty? That's not good to hear at all. So, but Invincible, I haven't started. My son's watched, I don't know, a lot of it, I guess, already. So again, it's something I was like, oh, that's great. You want to watch it together? And he's like, oh, I kind of already. So unless my son. So with Invincible, so I'm like, well, I don't have the motivation to watch it. If we were going to watch it together, it was kind of like Falcon and Winter Soldier. We were kind of supposed to watch that together, and WandaVision, and none of it. I think we watched the last episode of Falcon and Winter, the finale. We watched kind of together. So, but other than that, I was like, man, that was our thing. We would go to the movies to go see the Marvel films and stuff like that. Now you're just watching this stuff without me now. So I might have to change the Disney password, and then that way you won't be able to do it. Oh, there he is. Hey, Kato. I was gonna suggest that we go and do a quick raid into your live stream, but I wasn't sure if you would appreciate that or not, because I know you went at 8:00 as well, and we're still here. So I'll have to put that one with your guest as well. So I got to show those off. So those came from, oh my God, so many things. But yeah, my nice Autobot logoed face mask, and the M3 reviews. Nice. So another one. Hopefully I'll have to get him on here one of these days as well. But here we go. Dark Knight Batman. Who could be a live action Dark Knight Batman? Would he? I know that's what they were trying to get with Affleck, that he was supposed to kind of be somewhat that version.
Yeah.
I don't know if Affleck would be that Batman for me. But
I want to see what's going on with this other Batman before we get to any other ones. I'm very curious about this Pattinson one. Yeah. I think they could easily, again, multiverse, right? I mean, so it doesn't have to be. This could be Batman from Earth 77 or whatever it is, and then you can do whatever the hell you want. What's his name? Joaquin Phoenix's Joker. Okay, well, he's Earth whatever Joe, I remember when Kevin talked about the Joker film and said what he had heard about a possible other ending to that film. Yeah.
I think it was that he ends up killing, that he shoots he kills the kid at the, so then Batman doesn't come into existence. It's like, that's crazy. So, well, circle the wagons. I think his stream's done now. So there hasn't been a whole lot of news about Pattinson. I think the last thing I heard about him, he had COVID, and that was a while ago. So
the biggest thing I was excited for with that was actually the villain, which I think was supposed to be the Riddler, because the actor that's playing him, I forget his name, but he was in There Will Be Blood. He was that weird minister, that younger guy, and he was also in, I think he's the kid in, what's that Sunshine movie, or the why am I blanking? The little girl goes to dance in the competition.
Oh, freaking Jesus, Barry, you're frying my brain. Oh, Little Miss Sunshine.
Yeah. He's the boy in there that goes silent.
Uh,
He plays these real like crazy like character like roles. And he's the guy playing the Riddler. I think that's what they're going with. I don't know if they officially called him the Riddler, but
well, and then Colin Farrell was supposed to be Pays Penguin. So
yep.
interesting. So
There were definitely some interesting parts about that movie, you know. So, but yeah, I've heard nothing about it.
Yeah, it should be. I'm going to be cautiously optimistic. So you know what? I know they give him a lot of flack. It was a role. He played a cute vampire, blah, 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 whatever. I mean, you know what? Like everybody does something and that's what they get labeled as. Yeah, I don't know. I've never really followed his career with whatever because I'm not all about vampire loving and blah 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 whatever. It's not my thing. So I think, you know, you bulk them up, whatever. I mean, everybody's gonna have their idea in their head that they've got, you know, 4 different, 5 different, 6 different cinema versions of Batman. Everybody's gonna have their own absolute favorite. If it's gonna be Keaton, it's gonna be Clooney. I don't know if Clooney will get anybody's vote, but and it's not his fault. It was a completely garbage film. And he apologizes all the time, and I don't think he has to apologize at all. It's not his fault. It was just a bad idea from the get-go.
Yeah, oh yeah.
God. Again, going back to Kevin Smith, I've got the 4 Batman films where him and Bernardin kind of do a commentary track.
Yeah.
Pissed. Like anytime I'm really feeling down, like really down, I won't watch the movies. I will just sit there and listen to the 2 of them just dig into those movies so bad. And I feel so much better by the end of it. Like, oh my God, just listening to them just piss themselves laughing at. You know, like look at Gotham. Gotham is one city block because the damn whatever building is in every goddamn shot of the exterior of Gotham City. You know, like oh my God, it's just too funny, way too funny. But yeah, the Twilight phase. No, they shouldn't. In The King, I've heard he's really good in The King. I haven't seen The King, so.
He's supposed to be really good in the Lighthouse too, which I've still not seen. But that movie is supposed to be really good. It's him and Willem Dafoe, and I think they're the only 2 actors in the movie.
Interesting. Okay, cool. Well, I'll have to maybe add that. Also watch The Devil All the Time. All right. Well, you know what? Here I got to dig out the phone and do a screenshot again because I'm not gonna remember some of these. So let me get that there, guys. So. I love it because we do look for, like, you know, on the Saturday night, if SNL is a repeat, then my wife and I are always looking for something different to watch, whether or not it's new or older. Like I want to do Mortal Kombat, and I'm not hearing great reviews about it. I'm hearing it's okay, and I'm a little disappointed. So I think it's enough for me to win.
Just have fun with it. I had a lot of fun. The wife actually watched it with me Friday night. She didn't like it as much as I did. But I had a lot of fun. It got me to buy the PlayStation had the newest ultimate version of Mortal Kombat 11 on sale for half off. It was like $29. So I had, and my wife was downstairs playing it earlier. I couldn't believe it. I was like, what? But it was, I mean, it's what it's a video game movie, but it was so much, like so many Easter eggs from the game. I thought it was a lot of fun. Yes, it's corny. Yeah, you know, but it's like, it's not trying to be like Harry Potter or one of these Marvel movies. It's a Mortal Kombat movie.
Yeah.
Fun with it. Like, yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, Kato liked it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I do remember I remember what was when I moved out to British Columbia for a couple of years, and I went to go visit my buddy in Winnipeg, and Mortal Kombat was playing in the theater. So I didn't mind the first one. It's campy. Don't get me wrong, and it screams from when it came out, and you get all the techno tunes and stuff in it, which really worked for it. And I was really looking forward to Annihilation until it came out, and I went and saw it and went, "Oh man, that went sideways so quick." Like, man, you couldn't get half, like Sonya. Some of the actors, you couldn't get the same guy who played Jax for that little cameo in the first one to be in the second one, or vice versa. And I mean, I love Christopher Lambert so much. I think, as Raiden in the first one, it was an interesting choice. I think he kind of made it. I really expected Raiden was kind of supposed to be like an Eastern, like an Asian, with the whole bit, not a little Frenchman with a really weird accent. So, but I don't know. But yeah, video game movies, when they try to take themselves super serious, like they're going to win an Academy Award or something like that, then you've doomed your project right from the get-go.
Yeah, you can't take yourself too seriously.
Oh, holy cripes. Let's see. Turn the color off. It's beautiful in black and white. Yes, I have watched it in black and white once. I still don't like it. I mean, I lined up. I was hyped just like everybody else when they said that Batman was going, like how many years went by from the initial Superman film before we got a Batman film, and then we finally get the Batman film, and yeah, it did some stuff, and it was all hype then. I mean, does it hold up today? No, you couldn't put that out today, and people would just be like, nope. I like the Bale trilogy. Like, those are really good, especially the second one.
Those are good.
Yeah. So the one with Bane, I have my issues with it, but it's still fine. I love the fact that they can show that you can technically put Batman out in the real world. Like, you could, I guess, get that technology and see real world things and what have you. Because again, he is a human and he doesn't have any superpowers besides being a really goddamn, he's smart. He's very smart. So, but yeah, at the 89, they just don't hold up. I don't know. Maybe you could watch the third and the fourth films in black and white as well. Maybe it would help a little bit with those two. So I don't think so, but I used to work in the weekend. Aaron, have a good night, my dear. It was good to see you. We're gonna, I said I was gonna, I was gonna say at the beginning, I was gonna just stick to. See, Darth is leaving as well. Oh, it jumped on me again. Darth Muzza, excellent. Thanks for coming back in again, and yeah, thanks for giving us a go. So, and again, thank you so much for the just incredible. So, thank you for the new rabbit hole. I really appreciate that. So. But yeah, I was gonna announce at the beginning. I'm only trying to do 2 hours tonight, guys. So this has rolled by ridiculously fast, super fast.
Agreed. Yeah.
There can be only one. Yes, my son was going to be named. Originally, we were thinking Connor was going to be my son's name, and then my one brother-in-law kept just going on about Connor McLeod from the clan McLeod. And I'm like, my last name is not McLeod, so it doesn't really make any sense. Yes, the first name is okay, but you don't know. So I'm like, I don't want to hear that anymore. So we'll go with Carter. So it just changed a little bit. So there you go. I didn't say that's going to be a trivia question ever, but that's just something for you guys again. So, oh, Linda, you were gone. Oh, I'd like the knee strap. Gives bail. Yeah, that would be okay. Yeah, that's a little, some of that stuff there. Yeah, let's just ratchet this and whatever, and yeah, you'll be good to go for a little while. So, but I mean, it's gonna happen. I mean, you never know. We could all become really, really, really old, and they could take some of the Marvel films and go, "Oh, we're gonna reboot Iron Man again." Now, Iron Man 1 is pretty near a perfect, I think, almost a near perfect film, and
It's near perfect on so many levels. I think that film not only was a great film, but that also just started. It brought Robert Downey Jr. back to life, and I think it saved his life and brought him, like, on a personal level. It saved him health wise. He could have been dead if he had not taken that role and turned his life around for that. So, it just, yeah, on so many levels, such a great film. They don't need to reboot that.
G-Force, take care, my friend. Excellent. So
Take care, G-Force.
yes, we will definitely. I will say right now, I will have Barry back on. See, I do the same thing, and I've been live streaming a while. So I will have Barry on again, without a shadow of a doubt. One of these days, I might actually try to get. I like the one-on-one. It's better. I mean, yeah, it's just not often that I get so behind on the chat, but that happens. You fall down certain and start off you go. And wasn't that a writer? Linda, yeah, I think it was. I think they had to put something in there that he did have to stay clean.
There was details, but yeah, I've heard talk about that, like, give credit to that movie. So I know there were some very strict things there.
Yeah. Well, I think that whole cheeseburger thing, I think that was part of how he sobered up. I think is what they said, was that he was just living on that crap, and then he just was like, what the, so.
Yeah.
Oh, David, you missed most of Barry. Well, hey, you were playing, you had family, you were doing family stuff. The streams, I always leave the streams up. So, so there's no worries there at all. Oh, Smirking Bear, nice Falcon. It is a very nice Falcon.
It's the one from the Solo movie. It's just the basic 3 3/4 one from the Solo movie. I ended up getting a good price on it. And then I have my who's sitting on it. This is a weird figure for you. This is one of those weird seamless figures, and I've got her in a Leia dress.
Yeah.
Those are weird figures, man.
Yeah, I was tempted to order one. I almost went in on I think that Vampirella figure or whatever, and I was like, no, again, it's just a one-off. I don't need the one-offs, but yeah, one day possibly.
Yeah, I didn't get any of those. This is just one of those basic ones, like the real plain ones.
Down to let's see, going. Okay, where are we sitting at? So hour 57. Okay, guys, I'm gonna slowly start to wrap this up. I did want to just go to. I do have to work in the morning. We do have jobs. Like, we all can't be Mr. Beasts and do this for a living and have a staff and other things and stuff like that. So yeah. I guess I'm probably going to just be painting all day tomorrow, which is really horrible, but whatever, until we finally get a decision on what's going on with things, if the schools are going to stay closed for the rest of the year or whatever. Yeah, it'll be interesting, but yeah, I know for myself, I've got the snow case thing with Clone Commands figures coming. It'll be this week. I don't think I need to do a comparison between the Death Troopers. I just even looking at him in the package, I'm like, this is one of the ones that they really don't have to do anything to. Maybe they brighten the silver up on them, but I don't know. Other than that, like, yeah. Let's see. Oh, Amir, what are you telling me? He called my work and told me not coming in. Watch Breaking Bad. Well, technically, really, I can go and hide and I could just sit there and stream crap the whole day, but I can't stand sitting all that long. So I don't know. It might be something, but I'd rather, if I've got downtime, I'd rather put it. It needs to go into this, not. I mean, whatever. So, yeah. Oh yeah, David. Right. You also got the Imperial Shadow Squadron, the Black Series set as well. So yeah, you had a solid week, my friend. So yeah, I'm glad that you pulled the trigger on both. I know you were definitely stressing over the hot toy decision, and then wanting that the squadron. I know that once I got the Shadow Squadron, I was I was really happy with it. So, but yeah. So I'll have my toy snowman order probably tomorrow. I guess I'll need some time with the Boba Fett. I'm gonna have to mess around, and a lot of people have reviewed him already. He's been out a little while now, so he will come out eventually for mine. I'm looking forward to the Joes first, and then so I think it'll be the Clone Command one, and then the GI Joe figures. I think that's where I'm gonna probably go with. So what do you got coming up? What's gonna drop next?
Well, I'm trying to decide for this. I don't think I'm going to do the whole Shang-Chi wave because I've got most of them coming, and I just did the exclusive. So I think if I were going to do them all, I should have started with Shang-Chi himself. I didn't. So, and they're all coming in pretty fast. I think they're all going to be coming in this week. So I probably won't review them all. We'll see. Maybe I'll do like a combo. Maybe I'll do Shang-Chi and his dad or something like that. But I might skip depending on how soon I get Asajj Ventress. I may make her my next one because I'm really looking forward to that figure. Even though I'm a little bummed, though, from what I hear, I think the bottom half is reused from that.
It is the dark gray.
But the rest looks beautiful, and I can't wait to get that. And that's another one of those new ones like Bo and like the Boba Fett that were like kind of different that I was looking forward to. Other than that, I don't know. Maybe if one of my Joes comes, I've got 3 different infantry troopers pre-ordered from 3 different places. Hasbro pushed mine back, Amazon pushed mine back, and I've got one from Big Bad Toy Store too. And I'm just like, okay, where are they?
Jesus.
But we'll see. Nothing. I think I'm just gonna rest this week. But I definitely want to do something over the weekend because I've got Thursday and Friday off, and I'll be resting up from that surgery. So,
right.
So I feel like I got to do something.
True. Yeah. Well, I know. Let me just go back up here. Shane, maybe. Possibly again because I'm working earlier. The late night stream is so I don't know yet. You just wait and see. Friday, I might do another day stream again, just because it was another vacation day I had to use up, so I'm off again all day Friday. So I might do another open house if anybody's interested again on popping in. I don't know. That is a possibility as well. What do you got, David? I don't know. I have sleeping's off. Excellent. Well, then there we go. And Barry's off as well. So maybe I'll do this. I may do the same thing again. Maybe I'll just do noon to 3. I mean, that's only half an hour difference, but maybe I might just do a 3-hour one and see if we can get a few in here. I don't know. Maybe we'll try to get a. No, sorry. I know, Linda. Well, you're in Australia, so there's only so much I can do to try to accommodate the time frame. So just stay up all night and just tell the kids and hubby just to deal with it, and you can sleep all day long for once or whatever. So it's only just last Friday and this Friday because then I'm back to I'm back to Monday to Friday again until summertime or whatever. So, but I don't know, David, what I think the exclusive, honestly, I haven't really been, I was very focused on doing things away from the screen this weekend again, just to kind of help with the brain and what have you. So I haven't really been on Instagram at all to see. So I don't know. Christ only knows.
anything. All I saw was that post from Yak Face with the price.
What was the price?
I thought it was $24.99, and that's why they thought it was an exclusive.
So $24.99 would make that probably a $37.99 or a $39.99 price tag for us.
But I don't know if it's going to coincide with the Clone Wars that Target's putting out, or is it going to be something related to Mando or the Book of Boba? I think it'd be too early for the Book of Boba.
Yeah.
Nothing that they announced that was but I mean, their announcements, like, I don't know, they got to figure something out, because that whole Major Blood thing, like, I don't know how they're going to save that. They probably won't. They haven't done anything on any of the Joe front. Like, they've, like, so, oh, well, it came out. Still going to release it whenever they're going to release it, like.
And that's true. And you know what? Maybe if I do a day one, maybe that's definitely a nice solid topic that we could probably kill.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of time on for sure. Any phone continues. Well, we'll see what happens. So yeah, maybe I'll do it. We'll see. But yeah, that would be a solid one. So I don't know. It's God. I don't even want to guess, because I know we've got advertisements up for Toys R Us. I can't believe they've actually done it. First time ever that they've put an advertisement up there for the May the 4th pre-orders for those Target / Toys R Us exclusive. I was just like, wow. Yes. Whether or not I'm going to be able to get them ordered, I have no idea. So that'll be something else. That could be a video right there. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, you know what? The more we talk about it, the more I might talk myself into doing a Friday day one. Like I said, if I do, I'll throw some links out to some people or whatever, and we'll just have a blast and do whatever again, and go from there. So yeah, more videos, man. I'm getting there. So, and Smirk and Bear needs to get some videos too. Yes. Bad Batch Elite Commander. I don't know. I don't know. I'm almost done with the speculation now, because it's just whatever. I know I'm gonna add it in here unless it's just a repackaged version of, like, if they do another Battle Droid or a Mace Windu, I know I won't need it.
Yeah.
So, but if it's another Qui-Gon with butterfly joints or a robe, yes, then I'm gonna have to add that in there for sure. But yeah, so Friday stream is a possibility. Wednesday night we will see Dark Trooper. That may not be a bad idea. Good call there, Josh. It could be a Dark Trooper. So I mean, I don't know. I don't think there'd be much else, but Echo, Bad Batch Echo would be kind of neat. But I think maybe if they can keep their mouths shut and nobody else is able to get a leak of a picture of her, whatever, maybe we'll find out and they'll tell us what that stupid Walmart pre-order figure is on May the 4th. It would be nice to get something secretive given out to us, other than us finding out a day or a week before the official announcement. I'm so tired of just seeing okay, so just give me a date when it's time to pre-order it, and that's it. So, Deluxe Krennic, nice. Whole new episode 3 with if they're charging extra, thinking that's worth it.
Amazing, David. Like, if we got that we've needed that for a long time, or at least a head on a different body that will fit on that body. None of the new heads, and I hate having to use sticky tack or anything like that, so I won't. I just don't. But that original one, I want to take the head from the Walgreens exclusive so bad and put that on there, but it won't fit. And then from the looks of it, it looks like the head that's on that is going to be reused for the new Clone Wars Obi-Wan that's a Target exclusive. I think it's the same head, which means it won't fit on there either.
Yes, that's true. That head sculpt looks really good. Yeah, Josh, they're going to sell Wicked. I don't know. It'll be amazing. I would love to see we can all reconvene. I wanted to get the 4th off, and I was so mad, and I couldn't get it. So this is why I got this Friday off, because that's what I really wanted. But whatever. It was a Thursday. Weird.
On the 4th.
Well, I think there should be some I think there was said that they were going to be making some announcements, but
No, I mean, are you working? Like,
I'm working 9 a.m. to 5:30, 9 to 5. So
evening stream, couldn't you?
I could, and I may. I things like that. I would kind of love to do it while it's going on, but
yeah.
You know, but that's okay. We'll see. We'll see. I may try to do something because I'd be really interested when the pre-orders go up to find out how many of us managed to get the 4 ordered.
Yeah.
And you know, so yeah, Amir, I think I'm working 9 to 5. I could go in and work 8. I could start at 8 and do 8 to 4. I don't know, but I know I'm getting up early. That's all I know. So it's when I'm not used to it, it makes a big deal. Because like this weekend, I was bad. I slept in. I woke up at 10 o'clock this morning. I don't ever usually sleep that late. So and it felt fine. It was a dead sleep. Like nothing woke me up. I didn't have to worry about squat. It was good. So yeah, 10 after. Here we go. So yeah, we're gonna roll. Gonna try to get 4 of each so you can help out as many spots. David, that's awesome. I'm gonna see if I can try to get a couple of sets just in case but my luck has not been good lately. So but we'll see what happens. But yeah, guys, I know there's still 20 of you guys here. I would love to Breaking Bad's 5 seasons. We gotta wake up early. Yes, Jesus Christ. We'll see. That's all I'm saying. I'm just saying that. But yeah, we'll see how things go. But yeah, I would easily stay longer. And you guys know I would. But yeah, we gotta work. I gotta work. We gotta work. We gotta do stuff. And what have you. But I appreciate Barry. Thank you so much for. I was having a blast with you for that little bit of time on the Friday, so I'm like, oh yeah, for sure, we're gonna get him on here for sure, and I'll definitely have you back. Oh yeah, again, if I do Friday, I'll definitely toss you an invite since you're kind of hanging out at home and recuperating. So yeah, thank you so much. Thank you guys for coming and hanging out, and
thanks for all the new subscribers. Thank you guys very much, and yeah, I'll be out here.
Fantastic. Yeah, Bear, I know the shipping and all that. I can't wait for those two because those look like those shipping early too. So at some point, hopefully, we'll see. But yeah, we're getting there. So excellent. Thank you, Shane, Lowell, Sleeping, Linda, David, Clink,
thank you,
Gilster, Shane. Amir, let me see, Smirkin Bear, Josh. Let me just go back up. Those are just all the names I see that were more recent talk. Shane. So yeah, guys, excellent. Again, you know me, I always love Sunday nights. It's always a great way to end the week and start the week again anew. And yeah. So good to see you. Yeah, it was good. It was good to see you. We haven't seen you in a bit too, and I know you've been busy, so it was great to have you pop in as well. Prentice, excellent. Oh, had you excellent, Brandon. Brandon's got to come back out as well too. So yeah. So maybe I don't know. Look forward to I guess I'm talking to myself. So Friday, we'll do one on Friday again. We'll see about Wednesday night, but Friday for sure. Jonald. Everybody else, take care. I guess we'll see Barry on. Barry will come hang out with us again on Friday. I'll throw a link to Sleeping. We'll see if anybody else is kicking around, and yeah, we'll go from there. We'll definitely debate some stuff on Friday. So
cool.
All right, excellent. So Barry, you hang tight. I'll keep you here until we log off together, and then we'll end it off. So. Excellent. Dudes, yes, I can't wait to see some new stuff on Instagram. David, from you for sure. Definitely, guys, take care. Stuff's coming for myself. Barry's just chilling because he pumped out some content already. Stuff will be coming because he finds some great stuff. So he got stuff to look forward to for sure. And you got to go with the beard. So Absolutely. Guys, yeah, stay safe. Some stumblers not here. Be good, but not too good. And we'll see you guys in the next stream. Look for the next video to drop. It's going to be, again, it's going to be some custom pieces from Clone Command and then some G.I. Joe stuff. So anyways, guys, take care. We'll see you in the next one. Button right there. Later, eh? All right.